At T-Mobile, our critical mission is providing unparalleled 5G coverage for when connectivity is mission critical. Introducing T-Priority, America's best 5G network experience for first responders, even in times of congestion. More capacity, faster speeds, better coverage. T-Priority from T-Mobile, built for tomorrow's emergencies, ready today. Discover more at t-priority.com.
For qualifying organizations on eligible rate plans, coverage not available in some areas and may be impacted by emergencies.
You're the perfect blend of elegance and style, and your ride should be no different. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid meets all your needs, from business to brunch and everywhere in between. With head-turning details like a sleek front end, plus stylish interior, and an available 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and seamless tech integration. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more about the new 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I'm going to try to keep my cool for the remainder of this episode. But yeah, there might be a point in time where, you know, I'm going to have a little bit of a raging moment, because the thing is this. I'm having issues with both TikTok and Spotify. And it's not an issue where it's like, dang, you know, I wonder how something like that can even happen. It's one of those issues where it's like, it shouldn't even be possible for a bug, a glitch, whatever it is that's going on with both platforms. It's something that shouldn't exist. And I feel like that, you know, when you go on TikTok, yeah, it's like scrolling and finding TikToks to watch, and like, I can understand that. You know, I can understand if a person goes strictly on TikTok to just watch content. Well, that's the thing. For those that don't know, and I feel like a lot of people know that by now, I'm a content creator. So when I go on TikTok to post videos. Now, how do you think that looks to a content creator when you go on there for one thing and one thing only, post videos, and you can't do that? How is that supposed to make sense to a normal-minded content creator? Because that don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense whatsoever. It's one of those things where it's like, this was literally the first thing that you guys developed for your platform. What other things are you working on to where it's taking your attention off of literally the first thing that this platform was known for? Posting videos. Yeah, you know, people scroll on there and all that, but how do people scroll, or what is it that they're overall scrolling through? They're scrolling through videos. You know, if it's meant for me to post pictures or stuff in the TikTok store, I would do that. But my thing is this. Let's just say the case may be where I go and I guess start selling stuff on the store. Am I gonna have issues with that too? So I'm saying it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't want to drive people away from your guys' platform, you can't have bugs on there that's going to prevent people from doing literally the first thing that TikTok was designed for, posting videos. I'm saying, like, to me, that just don't even make any sense. It's like, how do you guys have a bug? And I know people are going to probably ask me, it's like, oh, have you updated the app? Fam, every time when I had, because it's like, it's selective about the videos. Every time when I go through this, because I just went through it to just moments before I did this episode, I was sitting down thinking like, okay, what could I possibly talk about? And then I was like, I went to go post some videos, and I couldn't even post them. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't get how that's even possible. You know, it's like, if you guys know me, you know that's all that I do when I go on TikTok. I post videos. I post videos frequently. So, like, what, am I being limited to my video posting now? If that's the case, then I'm like, I don't want to be a content creator on your guys' platform if I'm going to be limited to what. My thing is this, at least with YouTube, you know, they might limit you on how many uploads you could do with, like, in a period, but they don't limit you on how many videos you could upload in a day. Like, let me just check that real quick. Let me just check if there is limits to it, because if not, then I'm like, then there should be no reason on why this glitch even exists. How many videos can a person post on TikTok just all together? Let's just see. There is no limit. So somebody at TikTok, please explain to me, why am I being prevented or stopped from uploading videos? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I ain't got nothing going on with my profile. No, people are like, oh, are you in like TikTok jail, or are you going? I ain't got fam. the only time where I posted a video where they tripped about it, but I think they realized that it's like, okay, he wasn't saying anything on his part. It was just what he was overall, I guess, showcasing, and it was me talking on Kanye West's swastika shirt, and they took it down. Why? I don't know. It wasn't like I was saying anything bad on my part, but they didn't give me like no strike or put me through no jail. But the thing is this, that was like maybe 2-3 weeks ago when I had posted that video, so it wasn't like it was recently. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, I had an issue like this a while ago. I think it was before they had was talking about like that TikTok shutdown. And I'm at a point in time now where I'm like, hey, look, if TikTok shuts down, then so be it. Because to me, that just doesn't even make any sense to have it where the platform is up and running, but you can't even post videos on there. But I guarantee and I promise you, if it came down, because I'm pretty sure they're making some sort of money off of when people sell things on the TikTok shop. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have had no issue buying anything on TikTok. I'm not going to go ahead and put it to the test so I could give them money. I'm like, fam, I ain't gave you guys money before. I ain't never had no issues before. While all of a sudden I'm having issues now. That's something where I'm like, I don't get stuff like that. I don't get how it's like you guys are. How many people work for TikTok? Or I guess how many people are actively developing or working on TikTok? According to the recent reports, TikTok has around, no, not the users. I'm like talking to like, or how many people are working for.
Exclusively on ESPN Plus, UFC 313, Saturday. Reigning light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira defends his title against number one contender Magomed Ankalaev, and an explosive lightweight bout between Justin Gaethje and Rafael Pazzi. UFC 313, Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Buy it on ESPNPlus.com/PPB.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other toppings, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at Fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
TikTok. Let's just see what pops up. Okay, so they say they have around 7,000 employees. Now I imagine that you guys got a decent amount of people within that number that's working on the app. I don't get how it's like you guys can have 7,000 employees, but then there's one and probably multiple people out there. No, you know what? No, I think there are people out there, because I remember looking this up and they was all like, they were trying to think of all these different ways, like, oh, you gotta like deactivate, and that's something that I shouldn't have to do. I shouldn't have to figure out bugs or glitches or fixes it should be something where I'm like, if you guys just rolled out a patch update, fixed the app, had it where I can post my videos and not have it where I just got a bunch of videos saved in my draft because I can't post nothing, fam, it's something where they was all like, oh, you got it, and it doesn't work, but they was all like, oh, you have to deactivate your sign out, deactivate your account, then reactivate it, sign back in, and then you should be able to post. Why am I out here doing tips and tricks on just posting a video when, again, the first thing, what was like, I wonder if there's a thing like, what was the first thing introduced to TikTok? Let's just see what pops up. The first feature introduced on TikTok, originally called Douyin, was the ability to create and share short form videos. The first thing that you could do, and you can't do that no more. But I guarantee and I promise you, you could join, you can like people's TikToks, you could comment on them, favorite them, go to the TikTok shop, buy stuff on there. Probably them things don't even work, but still buy things on there. I feel like TikTok shop, it's just a step up from the Temu website. I'm like, I wouldn't trust any things where I was literally just sharing memes on this website like throughout my career. So all of a sudden now I'm supposed to trust the idea that they have a store. It's one of those things where I'm like, man, again, like if there's ever a point in time where they talking about TikTok shutting down, so be it. Because I'm like, if the original feature doesn't even work, then what's the point of the platform even existing? What, is it just going to be known as a store? And you know what would be crazy? If they did have some stuff like that. They was like, oh yeah, we're going to take out the one feature that everybody was like they knew this platform for, and that's posting videos. If that's the case, then I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't see myself going back on the app no more. It's one of those things where I'm like, you know, instead of waiting for the government or whatever to shut down the app, I'm just going to delete the app off of my phone, you know, if they get to that point. But I'm like, I feel like I should just do that right now, because I'm like, fam, what's the point of having an app if I can't post videos? I'm not trying to have it where I'm deleting the app, re-downloading the app, signing back in, signing back out, deactivating, reactivating, doing all these other extra things just so I can post videos. If you guys just rolled out a patch update and just fixed that crap, I wouldn't have to be ranting about it right now. But anyway, so that's the one app. Then the other app, same situation. First thing that they ever introduced, and I feel like this is the one and only thing that this app is known for, that's the only thing that people go to this app for: Spotify and listening to music. Now, explain to me, why is it that I'll click on certain songs and I can't listen to them, and the songs are downloaded, nothing's wrong with the app, done updated it, and still can't listen to certain... There's things that they change up about Spotify where I'm like, if you guys just left the app alone, I'm saying, like, there's days where the app was working perfectly fine. You didn't need to roll out no patch update. You didn't need to roll out absolutely nothing. It should be a thing where they should ask you, is your app working perfectly fine? Because if not, then do this update. But if it is, then you could go ahead and skip this update. But it just seems like that the app, it'll just update, do its own thing, and then out of nowhere, I'm trying to listen to music. They even have it where there's like this scroller thing, and I don't know why they'll like add that feature, take away that feature, add that feature, take away, and they've been doing that for years. But there's this feature on there where you can scroll through. If you saved like a lot of songs, you can scroll through it faster by holding on to the scroll bar on the side, and then you can scroll through like years worth of songs that you didn't save. Then there's days where they'll take that, they'll add that feature, take it away, add it again, take it away, add it again. And now then the one issue that I'm having with Spotify is now that they, for some reason, they're not wanting to play. And I mean, it'll be like a dozen songs that I can't play like back to back. Like, so let's say, for an example, if I saved an album, and I don't know why it's set up like that, but it's like, the more songs I guess you save, then it's like you'll be able to listen to those songs, but then there'll be another dozen songs that you can't listen to. But yeah, let's say I save an album, a dozen songs, whatever the case may be. But if it's like in a certain like gray area of my saved playlist, I can't listen to it. And I know people are gonna probably be all like, that doesn't make not one bit of sense. How is that even possible? Please, somebody explain it to me, because I cannot give you an answer on how there are gray areas in my saved playlist to where I can't listen. What's crazy is that I can go to the person's, like, let's say if it's Migos, right? And because that was an artist or like a group that I couldn't listen to, or it was their songs I couldn't listen to, but it was their Culture 3 album. And I remember I went to go listen, because there was one song that I like off of that album called Avalanche. I went to go listen to it, wasn't doing nothing. It got rid of the music player at the bottom, and it wasn't doing absolutely nothing. Click on it, nothing. And I'm over here thinking like, okay, well, maybe I might be having an internet issue or something. Like, I am outside, go home, or connect it to the Wi-Fi, go and try to listen to it again. Still does absolutely nothing. So it's not that. It's something on the phones where I'm like, how are you guys coming out with updates that's preventing people from doing the one thing that the app is known for, and that's listening to music? And that's just full circle with TikTok. It's like, how do you guys come out with an update or with whatever, and it's preventing me from doing the one thing that this app is known for, and that's posting videos? I'm saying, like, that's all that I want to do at the end of the day is work on videos, or upload videos and listen to music. And if I can't do that, then I'm like, fam, what is the point? That's why I'm going to be in situations like this where I'm ranting about you guys. Because I'm saying, like, if I'm out here paying, luckily I ain't paying nothing for TikTok, but paying for a monthly membership for Spotify, and I can't even listen to half of my music, how do you think that's going to look to most people? You know, that's something where I'm like, it did get to a point where I was all like, no, I'm not even going to, I remember I have removed my, the card that I used to pay my bill. I remember I removed it, and I got to a point where I was like, if Spotify don't fix their app, up until towards it, or like at the end of the month, they got until the end of the month to fix their app. And if they ain't did nothing, then I'm finding another platform. I don't even feel like waiting that long this time. I'm like, I'm not going to be all like, oh, I'm going to wait until the end of the month. I'm like, you guys got until a certain amount of time to fix your app. Otherwise, I ain't even going to, the thing is this, I ain't even gonna do no video giving you guys a warning or none of that stuff. I'm just gonna exit out, find a platform that I could be cool with, and then after that, then I'll make a video saying, yeah, done had to get rid of Spotify because they're preventing me from doing the one thing that app is known for, and that's listening to music. I'm saying, like, I don't get that. I don't get where it's like, you know, like that's all that you guys are, that's literally the only thing that I do when I go to your guys' platform, and I can't do that. And I'm supposed to just look at it like, oh, well, yeah, I guess that's normal. No, it's not normal. It's not normal when I spent over $1,000 on the phone. I spent over $200 on a pair of headphones. I'm paying for a monthly membership to listen to music on your guys' app, and I can't do it. Or I'm telling people through my social media, or through social media, my content creating platforms, other platforms, hey, go to this platform where I can't even post videos for some reason, but yeah, go and drop me a follow. Show me support and love on there too. And I'm like, you guys can't even have a working app. So that's, I'm like, man, yeah. And there's even at times like just talking on like other issues with both platforms. I know there's at times where I'll be watching videos and it seems like they'll prevent me. I'll go to any other app, right? I'll go to Instagram. I'll go to Twitter. I could go on YouTube. I could go on Facebook. I could go literally anywhere, be watching videos perfectly fine. And there's days where I put it to the test where I'm like, okay, let me just, well, I think because like Facebook and Instagram is kind of like one and the same with the reels and their videos and stuff. But anyways, regardless of the fact, I'll go on all these platforms and listen or watch videos, and I don't have no issues. I go on TikTok. I'll be like halfway through watching the video. Out of nowhere, the video just randomly starts loading. What are you loading? Like, what is it that you're loading? A live stream will play perfectly fine. An ad will play perfectly fine. And I don't know what's up with the algorithm where now they're just showing me a bunch of live streams. And I'm like, fam, you have a section for live streams. Have that there, okay? If I want to watch a live stream, you guys have a section, correct? So why is it the live stream's not in that section and videos is in its own section? They didn't change the app to where it's like, why are you guys changing things? And it's like, who's asking for it? And that's, you know, and that I would like to know that. Who asked for live streams to be in the For You section? They should have a For You videos and For You live streams. So that stuff can be separated and I'm not having to get bombarded with a bunch of different live streams and I'm just trying to look at videos. So it's, man, and then it's like with Spotify, I'm like, just, this goes out to both developers on Spotify and TikTok. Leave the app alone, all right? Come out with some patches to fix the problems that I talked about. But after that, leave the platform alone. Don't do no more updates. And unless you guys plan on changing some or, you know, adding a new feature. But my thing is this, it should make no sense. It doesn't make any sense where I go to your guys' platform for one thing and one thing only, and I can't do that. And I'm supposed to talk good about you guys and just act like what I'm going through, just it doesn't exist. It's one of those things where I'm like, nah, fam. You know, yeah, you know, if come next year or, you know, in just at some point in time this year, if I'd say that I'm not posting on TikTok anymore, or I didn't switch sides to Apple Music or Amazon Music, whatever the case may be, because I'm like, and that's the reason, because I know people probably ask, like, why don't you use Apple Music? Because I know, like, when it comes to getting an iPhone, they do give you, like, a certain amount of, like, free months. I think it's, like, 3 months or something like that. But they give you, like, some free months to listen to like Apple Music. The reason why I don't use Apple Music because they don't have it where you can customize the EQ settings. You know, Spotify has like it where you can actually change to like how you want your EQ. Like they don't have it where it's just so bass boosted, bass reduced. Like no, you can make your own like EQ settings and stuff. They don't have that on iPhones. You would think that, you know, after all this time, it's like, I mean, that's what you guys was known for, was music, but it's like it just don't seem like that they're catered to music, even though they do have like their Apple Music thing. But yeah, I would like that feature on iPhones. I mean, it's something I'm like, yeah, I should make a video talking about that, you know, kind of like how, yeah, Spotify, I think if they were to add that, I'll be more than happy to go over and start listening to music on Apple Music, because I'm like, hey, to me, it just don't even make no sense to have Spotify and I can't even listen to music on there. And I'm like, that's literally what I go to your guys' app for, you know. And I know people probably ask, like, because I do post on Instagram, and I think with just the just not being able to post on TikTok, I'm just going, so whatever videos I can't post, because it's weird, it's like selective. And I'm like, it's the same exact thing with Spotify. It's selective about what music I can listen to and what music I can't listen to. And the same with TikTok, they're selective about what videos I can post and what videos I can't post. So I'm like, whatever videos I can't post, and it eventually is just gonna probably just end up being a full transition over to Instagram. And because I did kind of have an issue like that, and it was, I don't know what was going on with it. I'm like, yeah, you guys is following in that path of TikTok, and I'm like, you don't need to be doing that. There should be no reason why I can't post unless I'm like banned from posting. That should be the only reason why I cannot post. But if I'm not banned from posting, fam, there shouldn't be no issues with me posting. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's just at times I'm like, I don't get certain platforms. I'm like, it just, to me, it's that type of stuff. It just don't make no sense. But yeah, I'm like, if and like, you know, at some point in time this year, if I talk on how I'm not posting on TikTok or using Spotify no more, I have my reasons, because it just don't seem like that these developers care. They will hear stuff like this, and then they're all like, oh well, it's like we already done made a lot of money and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, and if it gets to a point where your guys ain't nobody listening to music anymore on Spotify, and then I guess like, yeah, if there's, and I think they do have it where it's like a Apple Music app on like the Samsung Galaxy phones, but yeah, there's gonna probably be people out there listening to other music services, because I'm like, Spotify, it seems like ever since I've started using that platform, I've always had issues. I remember it was maybe, I think I was like after a year or two of using Spotify, my account had got hacked numerous times, and I couldn't even got to the point where I lost my account and couldn't even listen to it anymore. And then when I recommended that they added a higher security or a better security service, some Spotify developer or representative, whoever it was, they was all like, oh, well, it's in our plans, but you'll have to sign this petition thing in order for it to get to developed and things. And it was like, and I think they say, yeah, if it gets 500 signatures, then we'll add that feature. And I'm thinking to myself, it shouldn't take you guys, if people are talking about it, that should be something that you guys should have developed, and it's not you, oh, we're having to wait until the thing gets 500 signatures. Yeah, it's things like that where I'm like, yeah, don't be surprised if I leave your guys' platform, because that, to me, that just don't, if I gotta go and save up all my music again, then so be it. It's one of those things where I'm like, nah, bruh, that just, to me, that just doesn't even make any sense. It just seems like it's just, yeah, they're just only in it for the money, and it's like anything that doesn't make them money, you know. And my thing is this, I'm like, and I'm paying you guys to listen to music on your platform, so I really don't know what's going on and why I can't listen to my music. But it's one of those things where I'm like, stuff like that, a person should be compensated, where it's like, I don't have to pay the next month or pay the month after. But I'm like, fam, for this to be going on for like 2-3 months now, I'm like, and then it was like my music was doing perfectly fine at one point in time, and now all of a sudden it's doing the same glitch again. It's things like that where I'm like, nah, bruh, you know, people, they should be compensated to where it's like, I don't know, like, it's a few free months or something, because I'm like, to me, that don't make no sense. But anyways, yeah. Hopefully these apps, they fix their platforms, because I feel like that would be a loss in my book, where it's like I did all this work, you know, saving all these different songs on Spotify and posting all these different videos on TikTok, to where I gotta like pretty much start somewhere else. And I'm like, man, you know, I ain't trying to do that. You know, I got my content all there, and I got my music all on Spotify. You know, I just want to continue using these platforms and not have no issues to follow through or follow afterwards. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.